on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233244941 or 00233200606 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for star, R for radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your
This is Starr
smartphone.
Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking.
When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie, and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show.
This is Starr Radio. This is UK. Starr Radio UK. This is Starr Radio UK.
Welcome. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Okay, let me say massive good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. We want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Friday edition of the morning show. Today is Friday, the 9th day of January, the year 2026. Yes, and this is the coolest way to start your weekend. You can't start it anywhere else.
The coolest way to start your weekend.
All right then. So from now till 12:30, I'm going to be bringing you everything that you need to know. I'll be joined during the course of the program with my money man, Mr. Tabiri, CEO of GL Accountancy Services. Yes, yesterday we had to take a tour because there were other things that needed to be done urgently. So we needed to defer the show. But hey, because it's a current affairs program, you cannot say we're going to be doing yesterday's one today. Nah. So it's current. So every day we got fresh things for you, and that is what I'm going to be doing for you this morning. But I'm saying good morning to my producer, Mr. Francis Guy. He's making sure that everything is like perfect, top notch before I got in. Francis, good morning. To Perry, good morning to you. To Mr. Dan Tabiri, CEO of GIL Accountancy Services, our money man, who will be joining us during the course of the show this morning. Yes, exactly at 12:30, depending. Yes, let me say morning to you, Mr. Tabiri, and to Mrs. Evelyn Tabiri, and the girls, in Kent, according to Kentish. Massive good morning to you all. Hope you are all doing very, very well. To my brother Felix on the way in Aberdeen. Yeah, I hope that is much better now. The snow, when he showed me his pictures of it the other time, I was like, what? But the interesting thing is that how come that the UK, we never, because it does happen every year, and they would say, you know, we're ill prepared, and then, but you talk about maybe a place like Canada, you talk about Iceland, or those where here we have a foot, or let's say of snow, and then everything is at standstill. But you go to Canada, where they have about 4 meters of snow, and everything is ticking along nicely there. They are still going on. So what's wrong with us? But hey, Samim Akhtar, massive good morning to you, and thank you very much for joining us as well. Wherever you are listening to us from, I salute you. And I'm saying good morning to Mr. Laimi Koiki, to Mr. Frank Davis, to KB Bosman, Vicky Newton, Empress Regina Nima, HRH Linda Pali, and all presenters of Starr Radio UK, current and past presenters. I salute each and every one of you. Mr. Frank Davis, good morning as well. Wherever you all are, I salute you. Let me say good morning also to Eben in Cape Town, South Africa, to Delta Hammond, Mom, and Mrs. Ryder Hammond as well. I hope you are all doing very, very well. And today happens to be the birthday of my granddaughter. You know, This man is growing old, isn't he? Donna, massive good morning to you and happy birthday, princess. Love you lots. All right, then she's requesting something. It's a clay dough. That's all that she wants. So I have to make sure I get a clay dough, right? Good. Massive good morning to you. Good morning to all our listeners on the Koiki Media platform, Yoruba Nations platform, United States of Biafra platforms. I salute you there, and a special good morning also goes all the way to Atakofi in Ashaman, Ghana, and then to Niana Joe. Massive good morning to you, to the one and only Zongaman Alex. Massive good morning to you there as well. I hope you're all doing very, very well. But once again, we say welcome to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. So, but our program, I'm going to bring you the code for the day, the weather forecast to follow suit, then the travel update. We'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe. That is known as global trotting. Then we continue with the discussions up to the story that is making the rounds. You are allowed to join in your voice head. That aside, if you want to just post your comments, feel free. That you can post anytime during the course of the program. However, if you want your voice head, then at the 11:45, the line is activated via Teams. And then you just go look for Starr Radio UK and you'll be able to hook in or hook in or jump in and your voice will be heard as well. Then, depending if our money man is ready to be on, yes, because we know that it's getting to the end of the month. By the end of the month, there's lots of assessments that are going to be taking the personal assessments. Okay, so I know the company is busy at the moment, but all staff of GIL Accountancy Services and the main man himself, the CEO himself, Mr. Tabiri, I salute each and every one of you there. I say massive good morning to you. So depending on that, if it comes on, then exactly at 12:30 you'll be joining in for us to bring you whatever he's chosen for today. However, if that fails, then at just after 12:30 we'll bring the program to a close there. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say order, you say fire.
Okay, so you know who is here in the house.
This is the morning show with Archie.
Okay. Let me say good morning to Mrs. Donna Kwanzaa as well. Hope you are doing very, very well, girl. We'll catch up later. All right, then. Mr. Joseph Atta, good morning. Reverend Emmanuel Sechidi, good morning to you, sir. And to all our astounding listeners, those close home here and abroad, wherever you all are. I know we're trending live on online, so wherever you are listening to us from, I salute you. May you have a wonderful day today. Okay, now let's kick off with a quote for the day. It says, great and successful leaders need to be comfortable with themselves and the things they focus on. Great and successful leaders need to be comfortable with themselves and the things they focus on. Wow. Quite an interesting one. Let's move on straight to the weather front. Well, it's been one hell of a weather. Can I put it that way? Yay! Some Gareti, has actually brought lots of chaos in the UK, but we're going to be telling you more about that. For now, let me tell you what the weather is going to be for you today. Now, cloudy skies this afternoon with a few lingering patches of rain. It's going to be cold. Now, tonight we'll see easing winds, cloudy skies, and a few light patches of rain and drizzle at first. Drier later on with clear spells developing towards the end of the night. A cold and icy night expected as well. Total temperature is going to be 5 degrees. The lower is going to be 1 degree. UV level low, pollution low. Sunset 16:12 and sunrise for tomorrow morning 08:04 hours. For the weekend weather, this is how it's going to be. Tomorrow will be dry and bright and plenty of sunshine, wintry sunshine, and a few patches of cloud, mainly in the afternoon. A small chance of a light shower expected as well. And for Sunday, after a dry and cloudy morning, Sunday will become increasingly windy with outbreaks of rain moving in from the west. Strong gusts in places, cloudy and breezy for a time on Monday as well. But the temperatures will be ranging between, for Saturday, 4 degrees tops, the lowest -2. Then Sunday a bit milder, 6 degrees tops, and the lowest -5. And the lowest 5. Come Monday, it goes a bit higher. 12 degrees. That'll be a bit warm. But wherever you are, once again, this is Starr Radio UK. It is the weather for you. But yeah, the weather and Storm Gertie has put a lot of chaos on the travel this morning. Well, let me tell you what is happening here in London and southeastern part of England. Well, on the underground this morning, the Jubilee line is experiencing severe delays due to an earlier signal failure at Bond Street. Tickets have been accepted on London buses, Mail Line, DLR, Elizabeth, and all others. Also, the Piccadilly line is experiencing minor delays between Acton Town and Uxbridge due to an earlier signal failure at Finsbury Park. Good service on the rest of the line. Now, moving on straight to the major roads in London. And I can tell you, with everything that is going on, there are no exceptional delays here, because the roads are all nice and because of the rain that is going on, so there is no ice or anything of the sort that's been happening in the past few days, so yeah, cool. And then on the riverbank this morning, the Woolwich Ferry has a one boat service due to some technical issues there, so check it out. But that aside, all the other river bus services are running a good service. The London cable car is also running a good service. As we say, keep your eyes on the roads. Keep your eyes on the roads as we keep navigated our promise, our bond. Now on the National Rail this morning as well. Now Avanti West Coast, Tilton Railways, Cross Country, East Midlands Railway, Grand Central, Great Western Railway, Island Line are all experiencing or offering special services. Also, London North Eastern Railway, Northern Rail, South Western Railway, Transmetro Express, and Transport for Wales are offering special services. So please check before you leave so you don't miss your appointment or anything of the sort. But if need be, you don't need to travel, please stay in. Remember what we said, stay in there back in the day during the COVID time. Alright then, so I'll say it once again as I normally will. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for today, but you know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the roads. Let's take a commercial break. We come back and I take you global trotting. Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenating, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233244941 or 00233200606 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
You are listening to Starr Radio Morning Show.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And I remain yours sincerely,
Archie on Starr Radio. Nobody does it better.
Okay, let's kick it off. Now, let's go global trotting. So what is happening from across the globe? From home here, kicking off? Well. Fresh snow and ice warnings as Storm Gertie leaves tens of thousands without power. The southwest is hit worse by power outages, while National Rail warns passengers in England, Wales, and Scotland to expect disruption throughout the day. And as promised, during the course of the program, if we have any updates, I'll bring it to the fore as well. Also, other stories making the rounds here in the UK. Elon Musk X limits Grok AI image editing after outcry over sexualized deep fakes. Well, okay. I will bring you more about that. It is incredible, surreal. Sky Newman wins BBC Sound of 2026, and businesses call to be included in any pub rates backtrack. Well, business rates, that's the pubs are saying that they cannot afford to pay whatever, and other businesses are also saying, well, it's not only good for the pubs, but we also. So I know, like what they said during the course of the Christmas festivities and New Year festivities, there were issues where incidents where labor people go to individuals who went to pubs and they ask them, are you a labor MP or something? They say you are bad. So you are banned from entering the pubs. But now they manage to now the government wants to do a U-turn. And let's see. I think the government has been doing a lot of U-turns, right? Okay, it is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In other stories making the rounds this morning as well, kicking off from the US, Minnesota official says FBI have blocked their access to ICE shooting probe. Hundreds of people have taken to the streets of Minneapolis to protest the killing of the 37-year-old Rennie Good. And let me say good morning to my American families there and our listeners there. Comfort David, massive good morning to you. Hope you're all doing good. And the kids as well. My love to each and every one of you. They are in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So massive good morning to you. Two starkly opposed Americas laid bare by deadly ICE shootings. Now, who was Rennie Nicole Good? The woman killed by ICE. We're going to bring you more on that in a moment. This is Starr Radio UK. And astronaut serious medical conditions forces NASA to end space station mission early. So they're going to be coming down pretty soon. Two wounded in shooting involving federal agents in Portland. Okay. And then Trump risks pushing well back to age of empires. Well, so if I have the might and I go on to do whatever I want to do. Is that the move now? Well. But Trump is actually discussing potentially buying Greenland. All right, how many billions will they buy Greenland for? Okay, but are the people ready to do so? To cede their country? Well. In other stories as well, Colombia sees real threat of U.S. military action. Gustavo Petro has said that lone wells that United States is threatening other nations as part of a U.S. empire after Trump threatened Colombia with military actions. And Venezuela government begins releasing political prisoners. Well, maybe the new leader, the deputy or the vice who are taking over might do something different. So let's see what happens. And U.S. involvement in Venezuela could last years. Trump is saying, said that, you know what, we're going to be selling the oil. We got, I rest my case. Venezuela interim leader sacks general in charge of Maduro's guard. Well, there was some. Let me say good morning to the Zongo man himself, Alex. He sent me some clips of what happened before the capturing of the Venezuelan leader, former leader Maduro, and they were talking about the that is his personal security, Maduro's guards, who were compromised in one way, shape, or form that brought about that. U.S. will control Venezuela oil sales indefinitely, officials have said. So, is it because of the oil that they went in or what? Well, we'll be talking more about that. Don't fret. 1 million spent hours without heat and water after Russia strikes Ukraine, says efforts are continuing to restore services in Dnipro, officials saying, after widespread attacks in the southeast. Well, this is the U.S. saying, I've gone to Venezuela, I've captured their leader, their oil and their wealth there. It's going to be ours, and we're going to be selling, and then they will also benefit from it, though. So you look at all that, and you say, what is Russia doing that is different from what America is doing? Same old, just another place. Well. Spain Catholic Church signs deals on sexual abuse compensation, and big freeze causes travel chaos across Western Europe. A French researcher freed from Russia in prisoner exchange. We are not for sale. Greenlanders express fear and indignation as Trump eyes territory. Okay, let's see. We'll be talking more about that. We know that the Prime Minister of the UK has had a word with Trump, but what is it going to be doing? Put more of your military bases there, have more military bases there, and live there with them as well. But don't own the place. The Australia Prime Minister has announced Royal Commission into Bondi shooting in Australia to deport British man over alleged neo-Nazi links. Okay, there's a lot more coming your way from there. This is Starr Radio UK. In the Middle East, huge anti-government protests in Tehran and other Iranian cities. Videos have shown rallies on major roads in the capital, and Iran, second city, were peaceful and not dispersed by security forces. So, the people want to demonstrate. The thing is, let them demonstrate. I mean, you attack them, then they say what? But yeah, so maybe clapping down or something. But hey, let's see how it's all panning out. Is authority, the government, taking new strategy or what? And Lebanese army says it has taken over security in Hezbollah-dominated south. Maybe that will stop the Israelis from attacking them. Saudi-led coalition says UAE helped smuggle separatist leader out of Yemen. Did they? Okay. And 8 people killed by Israeli airstrike, Gaza Civil Defense Agency has said. This and a lot more coming away from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, 11:26 the time. And in Asia as well. 6 whales die after mass stranding. Yes, on remote New Zealand beach as well. And 1 dead dozen trapped after a giant landfill collapses in the Philippines. All right. And Cambodia has extradited alleged scam mastermind to China after arrests. All right. This and a lot more coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. So going on at 11:27. Well, in other stories making the rounds on the African front, the secret mission to fly a president's body back home. Pilot speaks. An ex-Air Force pilot explains how he carried out an undercover mission to fly Saeed Barry's body home for burial. And Jersey retains 7 million of tainted funds to Nigeria. And Algeria apologizes after player mocks Congolese superfan dressed as Pan-African hero. Okay. All right then. U.S. holds assistance to Somalia over claims food aid was illegally seized. In other stories, Nigerian actor Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie devastated by death of young son. And ex-Ghanaian minister detained by U.S. immigration. Oh boy. Well. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK. And who is that? You want to know more? You got to stay tuned as I bring you more from that front. In other stories making the rounds as well. Okay, Egypt and EU agree on urgent need for second phase of Gaza. Well, the Egyptians are playing their role. And funerals held for victims of drone strikes blamed on government forces in DRC. Those are some of the stories making the rounds there. Continuing in Nigeria as well. Anthony Joshua, man inspects a road where boxer had a car accident, points out key details. Oil sector regulators deepen partnership to boost efficiency in investment. We're going to tell you more about that. All the saboteurs and what they were doing to sabotage the Dangote refinery and all. I mean, where they trying to stop the importation of finished oil products, which you have it in your own backyard. Well, the solution of Kano Executive Committee stands. That's what the NPP is saying there as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK. Moving on to some other stories making the rounds. Parkinson is not a weakness, and in that so, Foundation condemns stigma after Franklin Kujo disclosure. Okay. He says he's got Parkinson, and people are thinking, then, well, they don't understand that. There will be no hiding place for criminals who injure or kill police officers. Mahama has warned. Well, is he taking a stand like the FBI is taking a stand in the US, where they said that the ICE shooter will not be, that they are not allowing anybody to do any investigation or anything of the sort. Attention criticizes political interference with rule of law, calls for accountability. This is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. And then a very sad story there as well. If you just in an if you just say Hinin and do Ameyao II, it has died. A 53-year-old base Ghanaian security guard stabbed to death. There's a lot more going to be coming your way, but now we take a break, and once we come back, we continue with the show. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Get yourself a hot or cold drink, whichever is applicable, and let's take this journey. It's going to be quite a treacherous one, but rest assured of one thing: with me on the help, I'll make sure I take you or get you to your destination in peace, of course, not pieces. Stay tuned. Starr Radio UK.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time now to exactly 11:34. And it is the Friday edition of the morning show. Let me take this opportunity to say good morning to my, he's my nephew, yeah. Dr. Edward Nana Eddie of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, where they are having their conference at the Kwame Nkrumah University. in Kumasi. Wherever you all are, I hope you are having a good conference there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, and now let me bring you the details of the stories making the rounds this morning. And kicking off from home here in the UK, well, Yinka Kadiri, Master, good morning to you. She says it's 12:34 in Nigeria. Yes, Nigeria is leading us an hour because we are now in a winter time, so we are GMT. Okay. Yinka, I hope you are doing very, very well. Thank you very much for joining in as well. Okay, now let's move on to the pertinent stories making the rounds, starting from home here in the UK. Now, more than 44,000 properties across the UK are without power after Storm Gertie brought 99 miles per hour winds and heavy snow. The region experiencing the most outages is the southwest of England, where a red danger to life wind warning was issued on Thursday. The risk of significant disruptive snow has disappeared now, though. Now, the chaos has resulted in National Rail warning passengers in England and Wales, Scotland to expect disruption services, while Birmingham Airport reopens but on a reduced basis. Yellow alert for snow cover large parts of Scotland, England and Wales until 12 hours GMT. That is in the next for the next 24 minutes. The alert is still on. There'll also be ice warnings in Northern Ireland until 11 a.m. So there was that until 11 a.m. But the issue that I've been worried about is, now listen, in Canada, snow falls, or in Minnesota, once again, let me say good morning to Comfort. I have it. Asavia, yes. She says they have what? Let's say 2 feet or 3 feet of snow on the border, Canada, and Canada also has up to about 3 meters of snow. So it's a place where it snows heavily. But when it snows, every activity it goes on. Unless, of course, it goes beyond. That means that maybe it snows virtually like the height of a building. Let's say how many meters? Okay. But other side, that goes on. We have greeting machines here in the UK. We have everything. But the question is, always we say, we've been overwhelmed by what is going on. So, well, when it comes to the storm's bit of it, the wind speed and everything, that we cannot say that you can do anything to stop. You can't stop that. That will definitely happen. But when it comes to the snows, how come that we are also always not prepared? And again, when now we have technology that is such that it can give us vivid or detail of what is going to happen when it comes to the weather and precise times as well. The margin of error is very minimal. So the question is, what do we do? And that's what at times my brother Felix do ask. He's in Aberdeen and he said that, well, they always snow it in. There's always, when it comes to the cold weather, that's the areas where you know for sure that, yeah, they have snow. However, they managed to go about their duties. But I think the one that came this year, since Monday or over from the weekend to now, was quite a treacherous one. And you showed me pictures of it, and you can see the magnitude of what has happened. So, but you see that in the normal sense, they are prepared for it. But when it comes, and we have about maybe 6 inches of snow, let me put it that way, in the south here and stuff like that, we are like, ooh, we turn ourselves to some African countries where when it rains, it takes they say, why didn't you come to the office? I didn't come because it was raining. Really? Okay, so maybe the same thing is happening. I think those in the Arctic area where they experience lots of snow, like those in Scotland and up the country, the UK and stuff like that, will be saying, you people in the south, what you been up to? But there too, those up will be saying, what have you been up to? So everybody thinks that they have a worse scenario than others. But whatever it is, I hope that because I know what happens is that when things like that happen and you cannot go about your duties to go to work and stuff like that, it affects your input and your income as well. It's affected. But what do you think about all that? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Will we ever be ready for a snow when it comes in? Well. Elon Musk's platform X has limited image editing with its AI tool Grok to paying users after it came under fire for allowing people to make sexualized deepfakes. We live in a world where now things are so bad. Somebody can take your face and then place it on another image and say it's you. How do you even get around to defend yourself that, look, it wasn't me? As a musician back in the day, they say it wasn't me. Now, so what can we do to protect ourselves? And that is where I talk about the fact that whenever you have such information coming through, you have to take it with a pinch of salt. I remember about last year, there were lots of stories about one man of God, very popular one. And I look at it and I was like, nah. And it gets to a point where he during the presentation was talking about the fact that at times it's better to just be silent, because you come and you spill. As a man of God, you would have spilled some people's secrets. So you just be quiet. Just be quiet, because you don't want to go and start talking. Because once you do that, you're supposed to hope that people can confide in you, and therefore you have to be quiet. But well, so with X now trying to limit the editing power of the Grok, would that help stop these deep fakes, especially the sexualized one? There has been a significant backlash after the chat box honored requests from users to digitally alter images of other people by undressing them without their consent. But Grok is now telling people, asking it to make such materials that only paid subscribers will be able to do so, meaning their name and payment information must be on file. And I think that is a good one. So you do it, we know exactly who did what. And if I want to sue your ass, I can come and sue it big time. But ladies and gentlemen, it is Starr Radio UK. It is 11:42 from the House of London. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. The line will be activated in the next 3 minutes so that you'll be able to make your case, or if you want to phone in to let your voice be heard, you'll be able to do so as well. Have I ever seen a government that does lots of U-turns? Oh boy, I think I have. And maybe you have as well if you live in this part of the world. Now, businesses are calling to be included in any pub rates backtrack. But would that not affect funding? Now, high street shops, pharmacies, and music venues have called on Chancellor Rachel Reeves to ask looming increases to business rates for them as well as pubs. The government is expecting to announce a climb down on rises to business rates bills faced by pubs in England in the coming days. Landlords and pub owners have been fiercely critical of the impending hikes, with more than £1,000 banning Labour MPs from their premises. So when you come in, what party do you belong to? If you are popular, then they don't need to even ask. They say you out. But if you are not popular, they're not sure who you are. Then you come in and they think, let's see your ID. Are you of age to drink alcohol? You show your ID. Oh, you are an MP, right? Okay. So, what party do you belong to? Labour, you are out. That's quite a reason. But 1,000 pubs banned Labour MPs from their premises. But other lobby groups and backbench MPs have urged the government to widen the relief, saying many other kinds of businesses will not be able to pay the higher cost. And the chair of the Labour Party said that the government will keep the conversation with firms open. Where businesses are telling us they are struggling and they need more support, it is absolutely right that the Chancellor talks to them, engages with the sector, and looks at what we can do to assist them, she said. Now, business rates with will increase sharply over the next 3 years as COVID-era support is phased out and property values are adjusted to reflect a return to normal business post-pandemic. Despite additional support announced in November's budget, businesses say they will struggle to pay their higher bills. Following the pressure from hospitality sector, the government has indicated it is preparing to make further changes. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, what other U-turns are they going to be making? It is now 11:44. We take a break, we come back. Then the line will be activated. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233244941 002 or 00233200606 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, bringing the time down to 11:47. And let me say, the line is open. Yes, just call us via Teams, and that is Starr Radio UK, and I will be able to pick you up, and your voice can be heard there as well. So wherever you are, do so.
Call the studio now. Call the studio now.
Okie dokie do. Well, Starr Radio UK, 11:47. Let's now move on to some of the other stories making the rounds this morning, wherever you might be. Yes, let's see whether that thing is working well. Seems a bit blurry, right? Okay. But don't you worry about it at all. Just an experiment. All right then. So now let's move on. In other parts of the world as well, Minnesota officials say the FBI has blocked their access to an investigation into the fatal shooting of a woman by a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agent, that is ICE. Now, people have taken to the street of Minneapolis to protest the killing of the 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good, who died on Wednesday after being shot in her car. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has accused the Trump administration of blocking state officials from involvement in the case, but the U.S. Vice President said the investigation is a federal issue. Is it? Now, officials have offered different accounts of the incident, with the Trump administration claiming ICE agents was acting in self-defense, while local officials say the woman posed no danger. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem has claimed the ICE agent shot Good multiple times because she was trying to run over the officer in her car. But we could all see the video. Well, the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation said it will investigate the incident. The Minnesota's Bureau of Criminal Apprehension said the FBI had initially agreed to a joint investigation with state officials, but then reversed course and denied the state access to materials and evidence. Now, without ability to access all the necessary case materials and evidence, the BCA has reluctantly withdrawn from the investigation. The BCA's Superintendent Drew Evans said in a statement. Now, speaking at a news conference on Thursday, Walz said he was worried the federal government would not be able to carry out an unbiased investigation. Now, it feels now that Minnesota has been taken out of investigation. Walz said it feels very, very difficult that we will get a fair outcome. Now, Vice President J.D. Vance told reporters on Thursday that the investigation into the shooting was a federal issue, arguing it would go against precedent for a local official to be involved in prosecuting the case. Now, videos of the incident shows ICE agent approaching a car which is in the middle of the street and tell the woman behind the wheel to get out of the SUV. One of the agents tugs at the driver's side door handle as the vehicle attempts to drive off. One of the agents points their gun at the driver and several shots are heard. The car then continues to drive away from the officer and crashes into side of the street. At the scene of the crash on Thursday, blood from the shooting could still be seen in the snow. People set up a vigil at the site to honor Good, lining the bank with candles and roses. Hundreds of demonstrators showed up throughout the day, shouting insults at the ICE and offering their neighbors coffee and cold winter on a cold winter day. Susie Howard, a minister, said she went to the scene of the shooting as soon as she heard the news to verify with her own eyes. And the coach said, with my own eyes, what has happened. Now, if you have listened to the whole of the or have watched the whole, okay, yeah, as I said, we're going to be having our money man during the program, and we can go back to have a look at the Chancellor's budget, the autumn budget that came, some breakdowns of it. So that will be taking place exactly at 12:30. So yes, get it up there, and we're going to be bringing that your way. But now we continue with all the stories making the rounds, and let me once again say good morning to our money man, Mr. Dan Tabiri. Now, the exclusion of state authorities from probe into Good's killing is likely to undermine public trust, said Edward Magai, a criminology professor at Arizona State University. From a criminological perspective, jurisdictional claims in cases like this are often less about legal requirements and more about political efforts to control the investigation and shape its outcome, he said. But the state could still file criminal charges later against the federal officer who killed Good, said Brenna Goda, a staff attorney with the State Democracy Research Initiative at the University of Wisconsin Law School. Now, it is quite a very, very sad issue there. But again, let's now come to the issue of who Rena Good is. Okay? Who was she? Okay? Okay, like I said, we'll be having our money man exactement at 12:30, and we'll be looking at the Chancellor's budget statement there. So wherever you are, tell your neighbor and tell your neighbor and tell your friends that that's going to be happening as well. Let's move on. Now, the woman shot dead by the Federal Immigration Agency in Minneapolis has been identified as Rena Nicole Good, a 37-year-old mother of 3 who had just moved to the city. She was a prize-winning poet and happy guitarist who city leaders have said was there as a legal observer of immigration and customs enforcement activities. But the Trump administration has called her a domestic terrorists. Now, Goods Dead has sparked protests across the country, with many people holding signs that read, "Justice for Renee." Her mother, Donna Ganga, told the Minnesota Star Tribune that her daughter was probably terrified during the confrontation with officers that saw her fatally shot, and that was one of the kindest people I've ever known. She was extremely compassionate. Ganga told the newspaper she's taking care of people all her life. She was loving, forgiving, and affectionate. She was an amazing human being. Her father, Tim Ganga, told the Washington Post that she had a good life but a hard life. A fundraiser for Good's family, which was set out with a target of 50,000, raised more than 1.4 million a day after it was created. And that shows how compassionate, or how people seem to sympathize or empathize with the family of Renee Nicole Good. But the issue is, what exactly is going to happen? And would that also not raise the temperature when it comes to the ICE operation? Well, the fatal shooting of the woman in Minneapolis by the federal law enforcement officer is laying bare the sharp divides in U.S. politics and threatening to inflame an already contentious debate over immigration policy. The incident plays in broad daylight. There are multiple videos taken by bystanders from various locations, and yet even the basic facts are being disputed. Now, almost immediately after the shooting, two starkly different accounts began to take shape. Any ambiguities in the video shared online were seized upon. Different angles and different screen grabs were used to push a particular narrative, and the public state and federal officials openly disagreed. According to a Homeland Security Secretary, Christine Noem, the driver, the 37-year-old Renee Good, was to blame. As she drove away from ICE officers, she weaponized her car in a domestic terror attack. Really? You know, depending on where you stand all the time, you can see black and you say this is white. Depending on where you stand. And the fact that they're trying to just control the narrative that people from his department, or her department, were not in the wrong. The person wasn't wielding a gun at you. It wasn't like you were standing in the middle of the road so that when the car moves, whatever it is going to be hitting you. The person was just turning out and moving on. And you shoot the person not once, but 3 times. Was he an illegal immigrant? Did he have any issue? Well, it is what coming away from Starr Radio UK. But I want to know what you think about this issue that has gone on there. Starr Radio. But well, another shooting has taken place. 2 people have been wounded in the shooting involving U.S. federal agents in Portland, Oregon. The city police department said in a statement that a man and woman had been taken to hospital and their conditions were unknown. The Department of Homeland Security said the incident happened at 14:19 local time with a traffic stop of a Venezuelan gang member who attempted to run over agents with his car. The incident comes a day after federal agents fatally shot a woman in Minneapolis, triggering protests around the U.S. against federal law enforcement operations in U.S. cities. The passenger of the vehicle and target is a Venezuelan illegal alien. He's illegal and is an alien. affiliated with the trendy Aragua prostitution ring and involved in a recent shooting in Portland, DHS said in a statement posted on X. Now, when agents identified themselves to the vehicle occupant, the driver weaponized his vehicle and attempted to run over the law enforcement agents. Now, do you see the correlation there? Yes, so they're trying to say Rennie Green weaponized the vehicle to run the agents over, and that's why they were shot. But ladies and gentlemen, this is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Let's say that this case is true, but we don't have any videos pertaining to that. But with the other one, the person wasn't illegal. The person had parked in the middle of the road. Other vehicles were going around it, and yes, that's what we've seen. But well, let's see. At 12 o'clock exactly, before we take a break, let's look at that. Only a few hours after the Venezuelan president Nicolas Maduro was removed from his palace, his job, and his country by U.S. Special Forces, Donald Trump was still marveling about how it felt to monitor a live feed of the raid from his Mar-a-Lago mansion. He shared his feeling with some news agents. Now, if you could see the speed, the violence, the core, it was amazing work by these people. No one else could do something like this. The U.S. president wants and needs quick victories. Before he took office for the second time, he boasted that ending the Russia-Ukraine war will be a single-day work. However, is that what we see? Venezuela, as presented in Trump's statement, is the quick, decisive victory that he has craved. Now, Maduro is in prison, and in Brooklyn, the U.S. will run Venezuela okay. Just bear with me. Okay. Now, from now at least, Trump and his advisors publicly at least are ignoring Venezuela's complexities. It is a country bigger than Germany, still run by the regime's factions that has embedded corruption and repression into Venezuelan politics. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Starr Radio UK. Now, let's take a break, and once we come back, we go to the Latin American area, where Trump is eyeing Colombia, and how the release or the capture of Maduro and the wife has brought about the release of political prisoners. And the question is, will this lady, the president, the current president or interim president, whatever they call it, do the bidding of Trump, or she will be doing the bidding of her country? Stay tuned. Don't touch the dial.
Call the studio now.
Yes, you can call it via Teams. It is Starr Radio UK. Then exactly at 12:30 we seize the call. But let me hear from you. Let's take a commercial break. We come back. We continue with the other stories making the rounds. Stay tuned.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the Starr Radio UK Friday edition of the morning show, exactly at 6 minutes past the top of the hour. And as I now, the line is open. Just call us via Teams. Just look for Starr Radio UK and your voice will be heard. But exactly at 12:30, we bring that bit to a close, and then we'll have our money man, Mr. Dan Tabiri, CEO of GL Accountancy Services, joining us. And we're going to be looking at the Chancellor of the Exchequer's budget statement. Well, there have been lots of U-turns. Well, maybe some U-turn into your taxes that you're going to be paying. But you know what? If you have been filing your personal tax, well, you have to make sure you get Mr. Tabiri to see to it for you ASAP, because the 31st is the deadline, the 21st of January, right? Okay. So you have to stay tuned and make sure that you join us on that program exactly at 12:30. All right, then. Now let's move on to other parts of the world. In the South American area as well. Now, Colombia's President Gustavo Petro has said that he believes there is now a real threat of U.S. military action against Colombia. Petro said the U.S. is treating other nations as part of a U.S. empire. It comes after Trump said a military operation in Colombia sounds good. Petro said that the U.S. risks transforming from dominating the world to becoming isolated from the world. He also accused U.S. immigration and customs enforcement agents of acting like Nazi brigades. Trump has significantly expanded ICE operation as part of the administration's says it's a crackdown on crime and immigrants who illegally entered the UK. Now, following a U.S. strike on Venezuela, the seizure of Nicolas Maduro, U.S. President Donald Trump said a military operation targeting Colombia sounds good. Trump has already repeatedly told Petro to watch his ass, remarks Petro strongly condemned. Trump and Petro spoke by phone on Wednesday evening, after which Trump said he will meet his Colombian counterpart at the White House in the near future. But if you are the Colombian leader, will you want to fly there? You get there and they just capture you. Or what will you do? Interesting one, right? Maybe they've not thought about that. Is that they want to capture your country? Then you fly in there, they'll put you in one of their rooms there in the White House. They said they've got you, and then your government will be in disarray. But what do you think about all that is going on? Are we living in a different world now, or what? Well, based on that as well, we have the Venezuelan government that has started releasing detainees considered political prisoners by human rights groups in what officials describe as a goodwill gesture. Now, Spain's foreign ministry said 5 of its nationals had been released. Among them is a prominent Venezuelan Spanish rights activist, Rocio San Miguel. Her family confirmed to U.S. media. The move comes after the U.S. seized Venezuela President Nicolas Maduro in a raid on the capital Caracas on Saturday to face drug trafficking charges in New York. U.S. President Donald Trump wrote on Truth and Social that the release of political prisoners, which has been a long-held U.S. demand, was a very important and smart gesture from Venezuela. Trump added the Venezuelan release prisoners are as a sign of seeking peace, and as a result, he had cancelled the previously expected second wave of attacks on the country. But well, the assured one is U.S. oil firms will be there pretty soon, making sure they are drilling the oil and boy, selling it at the going rate, and the U.S. and Venezuela benefiting from it. How do you term that? Is it colonization? Are we venturing into a new era where there is colonization? And this time round, they come in, we want that, and we take that. Like the band, take that. What do you think? What do you really think? Ladies and gentlemen, 10 minutes past 12 the time, the morning show, the program. Archie, your man. Well, the ranting still goes on. But what do you think? U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance says Greenland is critical for the defense of the U.S. and the world against possible Russian or Chinese missile attacks. And that Europe and Denmark have not done a good job in securing the area. But interestingly, the U.S. has a base there, military base there. So if you want to assure or reassure Greenland that we're going to be doing much because we don't want to be attacked and all those things, then you can say that you are placing or you want to be setting more military bases there. And that settles it. Because after all, they will think, they will understand that they are benefiting from it as a country, and the US as well, and maybe the Western Hemisphere, as Trump has labeled it. But the Vice President was speaking to Fox News and he said that that they had not only underinvested in Greenland defenses, but also failed to engage with President Donald Trump's argument over the issue. Now, U.S. officials are actively discussing a potential offer to buy Greenland, a semi-autonomous Danish territory. The White House said on Wednesday, after suggesting military action to annex it to the U.S. was also an option. Denmark, a fellow NATO member, has warned that this will spell the end of the alliance. Now, both Greenland and Denmark have repeatedly stressed the island is not for sale. Now, despite the most sparsely populated territory, Greenland's location between North America and the Arctic makes it well placed for every warning system in the event of missile attacks and for monitoring vessels in the region. So why don't you just set a base there? Has the Russians got a base there? As far as I'm concerned, no. Has the Chinese got a base there? As far as I'm concerned, no. Unless, of course, they are all negotiating to do so. I remember back in the day when Putin did say that there was a bit, between, I think, after, is it after the UK or after Iceland, top of them, that they said they've captured a bit there where they're going to drill. They put their flag there where they're going to be drilling. They're owning that particular part of the globe, and they're going to be drilling oil from there to control the resources from there. So it seems to be the trend now, and they have squared that. The US think that the Russians can do so and everything. But the issue is, with everything that is going on, what can be done about this? And Is Europe just a toothless bulldog just making lots of noise? And what? Well, if we want something to look at, then Ukraine should be a typical example that without the US, nothing much is being done. Russia can continue to be the aggressor, and what? Now, more than 1 million people in southeastern Ukraine spent hours without heating and water supplies as a result of Russian airstrikes. Officials have said the attacks damaged infrastructure across the southeastern Dnipropetrovsk region as well as neighboring Zaporizhia. Now, Russia has recently intensified attacks on Ukraine's energy infrastructure aimed at paralyzing power supplies during a harsh winter. Now, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky accused it of mockery and pleaded for Western support. He later said there were fears of a new massive Russian strike as Moscow was trying to take advantage of the weather with heavy snow and frost expected across Ukraine. Now, hospitals, water facilities, and other critical services in Dnipropetrovsk had to operate on backup systems. The energy ministry said while residents were urged to limit electricity use to avoid further strain on the grid. Now, DTEC, Ukraine's biggest private energy provider, is living in a permanent crisis mode because of Russia's attacks on the grid. But the question is, with what America has done now and with its threats to others, don't you think that Putin thinks, okay, this is a war that I've already gotten myself into, a battle to take this bit of the land to protect our security, my country and everything. And like Trump is saying, from that same president, they think that that is something that they were doing. So why do we stop now? Now that we've urged and we've taken some portions, why don't we continue and finish the work? And are we going to be seeing, as I've been posing the question all the time, a retaking of all the former Soviet Union countries back, ready them back in line? Well, Starr Radio UK. Now let's go to Iran and then we'll come to Africa. Now, Iran's supreme leader lashes out at anti-government protesters after almost 2 weeks of demonstration across the country. In a televised speech, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who has ultimate power in Iran, dismissed protesters as a bunch of vandals trying to please U.S. President Donald Trump. The protests, which began in Tehran on the 28th of December, were sparked by the collapse of the Iranian currency. Since then, human rights groups say demonstrations have spread to dozens of other cities. Now, Trump has threatened to hit Iran very hard if government forces kills protesters. Meanwhile, a nationwide internet blackout is seemingly still in place, with some Iranians abroad saying they've been unable to contact their families. Information coming through some of the news networks says that international news organizations are barred from reporting inside Iran. So social media is relied upon to verify what is happening on the ground. So what do you do? What do you do? Ta-da. All right then. Well, but yesterday, interestingly, some of the demonstrations went up peacefully. They were not clamped down. The military stood by, or the police or whatever stood by, to just allow the protesters to protest. And maybe somebody said that is a good one there. But let's see how the days go on. As the Supreme Leader has called them, vandals. Only vandals? He's called them a bunch of vandals who are trying to please who? Donald Trump. Starr Radio UK. Still in the Middle East. The Lebanese army says it has taken over security in the south of the country, which for decades have been dominated by Iranian-backed movement Hezbollah, amid fears that Israel could escalate its military offensive against the group. Lebanon has been under intense international pressure, particularly from the U.S., to disarm Hezbollah, a powerful militia and political party, since a ceasefire deal in November 2024 ended a devastating year-long war between Israel and Hezbollah. The army had set a year-end deadline to clear the area south of Litani River, about 30 kilometers from the border with Israel, and on state weapons in the first phase of the government-backed plan. The army said its objective had been achieved in an effective and tangible way, but there was more work to be done to clear unexploded ordnances and tunnels. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio, okay? So we will stop Israel from attacking Lebanon or attacking Hezbollah targets in southern Lebanon at all? Well, Starr Radio, okay? Now let's move on to one other story, a couple of stories from the African front as well. And let me bring you this one as well. Algeria's Football Federation has apologized to Congolese superfan who has become one of the stars of the African Cup of Nations being held in Morocco. Michael Nkuka Mboladinga has supported the Democratic Republic of Congo by dressing up as the country's revered first leader, Patrice Lumumba, and remaining still throughout every match. He stood on a pedestal with his right arm raised, just like Lumumba's famous statue in DR Congo's capital, Kinshasa, as fans around him cheered. But after Algeria beat the Leopards on Tuesday, Algeria player Mohamed Amin Amora faced a backlash for mimicking Mboladinga and falling to the ground as though the statue had been knocked over. This prompted a 25-year-old forward to post an apology on Instagram, saying his gesture was not intended to disrespect DR Congo. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this has been your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, bringing you everything that you need to know from the African front. Now, moving on to some other stories on the African front. Quick one. The U.S. has suspended all assistance to the government of Somalia, alleging that officials destroyed the UN World Food Program warehouse and seized donor-funded food aid. The Trump administration has a zero-tolerance policy for waste, theft, and diversion of life-saving assistance, said a U.S. State Department statement on X. The message posted on the account of the Undersecretary for Foreign Assistance said reports had been received about officials illegally seizing 76 tons of food intended for vulnerable Somalis. Somalia has denied allegations, saying that despite the work underway in the Mogadishu port, where the warehouse is located, had not affected any aid storage. And that's why he will tell people from Somalia, go to your S-holes, because the thing that we are fending for you, we are giving you something to eat. So why do you come and be making lots of noise? Well, I rest my case there, right? Okay, Starr Radio UK. In another story making the rounds, one of Nigeria's Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie toddler's twin has died, the family has confirmed. An official family statement said a 21-month-old boy in Kanu Nnamdi, who the novelist had with his husband, Dr. Ivara Esege, died on Wednesday after a brief illness issued on behalf of the family by Omawumi Ogbe. The statement said they were devastated by this profound loss and thanked well-wishers, while also asking for privacy and prayers. Award-winning US-based writer Adichie is known for works including Half of a Yellow Sun, Americana, and her 2012 TED Talk and essay, We Should All Be Feminists, which was sampled by Beyonce on the 2013 song Flawless. Well, ladies and gentlemen, This is Star Radio UK. Our condolences to the family and to the toddler. May his soul rest, or her soul rest in perfect peace. Star Radio UK. Still on the African front and moving on from there. We got another 7 minutes to go to Mr. Tabiri, so let's speed it up. The one story from Nigeria as well. Okay. The Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission and the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Regulatory Authority have deepened their partnership to enhance regulatory efficiency and attractive investment to Nigeria and gas sector. The renewed collaboration was formalized during a meeting at NUPRC corporate headquarters in Abuja on Thursday, where both agencies nominated representatives to resolve regulatory issues and committed to quarterly meetings for seamless operation. The NUPRC's head of media and strategic communication, Eniola Kinkuto, stated on Thursday. These efforts aim to promote the overall interest of the industry and ensure a seamless regulatory process across the sector. To strengthen their partnership, the NUPRC and MDPRA resolved to hold quarterly meetings. These regular interactions are designed to enhance their working relationship and promptly address any challenges that may arise while regulating. Now, the issue is whatever they are doing, the interest, the topmost, should be Nigerians as a whole, not their own personal. Catch my drift? Yeah. Star Radio UK. Now, let's move on to some of the other stories making the round. This time round from Ghana as well. I'll try to touch on a couple of stories from there. Information coming through says Ghana's former finance minister Kenneth Oriata, who is wanted at home on corruption allegation, has been detained in the US over issues related to his immigration status. His lawyers have said Ghana has previously requested Oriata's extradition, but his lawyers are challenging this, saying the allegation against him is politically motivated. Now, Oriata left Ghana last year for medical reasons, his legal team said. On Wednesday, confirming his detention in the US, they said they expected the matter to be resolved expeditiously. In a statement, Oriata's lawyer said their client was law-abiding and was in the process of applying to change his immigration status, allowing him to stay in the US past the period of validity. Now, Oriata faces dozens of charges relating to his time in office under the previous administration, including conspiracy to commit procurement fraud and causing financial loss to the state. The last February, prosecutors in Ghana declared the former minister a fugitive, alleging that he was trying to evade investigators. Now, this status was withdrawn when his legal team said he did intend to return. But now, with what we know, he was a finance minister from January 2017 to February 2024 when the new Patriotic Party was in power. It lost the December 2024 election, after which John Mahama from the National Democratic Congress became president, pledging to crack down on corruption. Ghana enjoys warm relations to the U.S., and the two countries have collaborated in repatriating West African nationals, although it did condemn the U.S. action in Venezuela, which it called invasion, describing the seizure of Nicolas Maduro as an abduction. But again, with that, the issue is, what is going to happen? Would they extradite him to Ghana to face the full rigors of the law, or what? It's going to be quite an interesting one, right? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, let me touch on this one, and then we take a break and prepare the grounds for our money man, Mr. Tabiri. There will be no hiding place for criminals who target police. President John Mahama has warned that individuals targeting and killing personnel of the Ghana Police Service and other law enforcement agencies will be dealt with ruthlessly. Now, speaking at the National Police Headquarters after presenting 100 pickup vehicles to enhance operations nationwide on Thursday, January 8, President Mahama expressed deep concerns over recent attacks on security personnel. He warned that the criminal elements who target police officers and other security personnel will have no hiding place, vowing ruthless action against them. There will be no hiding place for criminal elements, I said this afternoon, especially the criminal elements who seek to either injure or kill our police officers and other security officers. We shall come after you and deal with you very ruthlessly when we catch up with you. Now, President Mahama recalled a recent memorial service held on in honor of a police officer who lost their lives in the line of duty over the past year, noting that several of them were shot by armed robbers and other criminal elements. Recently, we attended a memorial service event to honor police officers who have lost their lives in line of duty in the last 1 year, and several of them had been shot either by armed robbers and other criminal elements. He stressed that the state will respond decisively to any attack on law enforcement officers. In the quote, as it continues, I want to serve notice that the police deal very ruthlessly with anybody who harms, injures, or kills a police officer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio, okay? It is 11:30 the time. The morning show, the program. We're gonna take a break, and once we come back, we're gonna be having our money man joining in. And what are we going to be looking at? Oh boy, yes, we are looking at no other but the Chancellor's budget statement. So wherever you are, stay tuned. Let's take a break. We come back and I'll bring you the money man himself.
Call the studio now.
Well, as I said earlier on, you can't call the studio now again because we're going to be having the time with the money man. Stay tuned, but don't touch the dial.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? God, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep. Welcome back to the program. It is Starr Radio UK. As I said, oh gosh, okay, let's see whether we can send Mr. Tabiri a link for that. Just stay tuned, just bear with us whilst we prepare for him to join in. Please just stay tuned, don't even think of touching the dial at all. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station. Okay. It's sorted. Yes, I think we have got Mr. Tabiri on, so we're going to be going to him now. Okay, yes. All right then. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, bringing the time now to exactement 11:35, and it is the Friday edition of the morning show. But it's now time for me to have Mr. Dan Tabiri with us. Let me say, Mr. Tabiri, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Archie. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, sir. Trust you are doing very, very well.
I am well.
We thank God.
Happy to see the new year.
Yes.
And happy New Year to your wonderful listeners.
Oh, thank you very, very much, sir. Now, have you been snowed in or anything of the sort? How is the weather in Kent?
Oh, the Kent weather is very cold. It's been raining for a while, so we don't have any snow on the ground at the moment, but it is really cold. Well,
that's Mr. Tabiri for you. He's the CEO of GIL Accountancy Services. He is our money man, and we're going to be having a time with him. So, now, what are we looking at for today?
Yeah, so today we want to touch base on some of the budget highlights in the recent autumn budget that was delivered by the Chancellor. I think we've all forgotten about it now, but somewhere late in November, I think it was 26 November, if my memory right, was delivered to us. Prior to that, there were a lot of conjecture, a lot of fear and panic, if I should put it that way, that taxes were going to be increased and there's a black hole to be filled, blah, blah, blah. So everybody was eagerly awaiting to see what will happen. And also usually how the market reacts to the budget and its impact on our daily lives and our daily spending and all that stuff. Yeah, so I think we want to touch on some highlights of what was contained in that budget by the Chancellor.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dan Tabiri, CEO of GIL Accountancy Services, and he's here this morning to bring you some assets or highlights of the autumn budget statement by the Chancellor in 2024. Yes, so over to you, sir.
Yes, thank you. So let's first of all start by looking at what was in there for businesses. So let's see what the Chancellor said. The headline announcements really for corporation tax remained unchanged. So the headline rate of corporation tax remained at 25%, and the small profits rate and marginal relief rates were also maintained at their current rates.
Okay.
And then also the Chancellor maintained the £1 million annual investment allowance, which is, so for for businesses who purchase capital items, let's say tractors and machinery for their businesses. You have an allowance of up to £1 million a year.
Okay.
Where you can deduct the
that
profit
from
of that machinery from your profits before you calculate corporation tax on it. So that has been maintained at £1 million to boost businesses.
Okay.
Other measures for corporation tax relate to tax collection. So Chancellor said there will be penalties for submission of late corporation tax returns effective from 1st of April 2026. Double.
Wow.
So this was previously there's £100 flat rate penalty from the counting period starting 1st of April 2026. This will now be doubled to £200. So the Chancellor will see getting a bit more aggressive with the tax collection and reporting process. And then also the government was, the Chancellor mentioned, the advances made towards making tax. So making tax scheme or system which the government implement to ensure that all the various business taxes are moved online or are digitally assessed. So the era where paper tax are going to be a thing of the past, all tax solely online. But in particular for landlords and sole traders who have turnover of more than £50,000 with effect from 1st of April 2026, they are expected to move into the making tax digital, or what we call the MTD regime.
That is less than 50 or above 50?
Above 50.
Okay.
So above 50, from the 1st of April 2026, you are expected to report under the making tax digital regime, which will mean that you submit quarterly returns to HMRC, similar to what businesses do for VAT returns. So at the end of the year, you don't have to do one annual return submission. You do quarterly returns instead.
Okay.
It's important that people check that if they fall within this income bracket. This is for sole traders and landlords. So if you've got properties in your personal name which is generating rents more than £50,000, then you will fall under making MTD rules, and it's important that you make sure you get yourself aligned. You might need to get software and all that stuff set. You might need an accountant to help you to do the submissions as well. It's very, very important because there will be, I would expect that there will be a soft landing period, but after that the penalty regime will start to kick in. So it's important that everybody puts their house in order when it comes to MTD.
Just a quick one there. Now, is that different from personal assessment? Which we know that at end of this month, that is the 31st, people have to file. Is it different from that?
It is not different. It's the same thing. So
okay.
Where people have to do self-assessment returns every year, which is normally due 31st of January. Instead, the Chancellor wants quarterly returns instead of the annual one. So by the time the year ends, so for example, let's say we are currently in the year 2025,
26, yeah.
So if the MTD regime is in, which means that you would do a quarterly return by June, September, December, and March. So by the end of the tax year, you would have submitted your income, your returns. You would have 1 month after the quarter to be able to submit the return. So at the end of the year, it's just sending a summary of what you have already submitted and any adjustments that you have to make to any of the figures that you have done already.
Okay.
So this, in effect, would eventually replace the annual self-assessment tax returns as we know it today.
Okay. Go on, sir.
Yeah. And now, I did say that sole traders and landlords with income over 50,000 begin from 1st of April 2026. This now drops down from 1st of April 2027. Those with income over 30,000 would fall into the making tax digital regime. We don't know yet for those with income less than 30,000 when the MTD will be triggered for everybody else to comply. But at the moment, that's the timetable that HMRC, the Chancellor, has given for MTD to kick in. So there's going to be quite a lot of changes in terms of the filing regime for our tax returns as we know it.
So just a quick one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, Mr. Dan Tabiri, CEO of GI Accountancy Service, our money man, this afternoon, just bringing you highlights of the autumn budget statement by the Chancellor of the Exchequer, and it's quite an interesting time because end of the month you have to file your personal tax assessment and stuff like that, and it's trying to bring you some breakdowns in there, digital and all that bit. But we're going to be telling you more about that. You don't have to go away because there's lots, and if you miss it, like I said, the penalty for corporation taxes is not going up by 100%. So you fail to file, instead of 100, you're going to be paying 200, and I don't know how it all pans out, but he's here to do that for you. If you have any issues pertaining to anything that we're talking about, you have to get in touch with him. He's Mr. Dan Tabiri, CEO of GIL Accountancy Services. Accountancy service that deals with everything that you need to know when it comes to your account. You have to look no further. They are the places to be. All right then, Mr. Tabiri. So let's come back to the various MTD bit that you are putting across now. Are individuals able to do it, or like you were saying, they will need an accountant to help them out on the front?
Well, I think because it's a new scheme, it will not be that simple to do. I wouldn't advise anyone to do it by themselves because it can get a bit complicated depending on the individual circumstance. I would say if anything at all, get an accountant to start it off for you. If you want to do it yourself, then maybe after it's been set up, then it becomes easier for you to follow subsequent quarters to submit. But at the initial outset, I would say get in touch with an accountant and get some help.
Okay. To set up. All right then. So please, you want an accountant, you want an accounting firm to do that for you, GIL. You have it. I just brought it to you. All right then. And he's here trying to explain everything to you. So let's go back to Mr. Tabiri and continue with the highlights. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. And also on MTD to emphasize that at the moment it's only looking at sole traders and landlords with income over 50,000. So, for example, if you do self-assessment, you are a salaried worker. You don't have any self-employment over 50,000. You don't have any properties that generate income over 50,000. Then MTD you would not be required. To do MTD. If you earn dividends over 50,000, MTD would not apply to you at this stage.
Over 50,000 dividends over.
Even if you earn dividends, any amount of dividends, MTD would not apply to you at this stage. The focus now is on sole traders and people, landlords with properties.
Okay. All right. Go on, sir.
also the Chancellor did mention an increase in the minimum wage and other employment opportunities. So from the 1st of April 2026, we will see the national living wage increase by 4.1% to £12.71 per hour. The national minimum wage for 18 to 20-year-olds will be increased by 8.5% to £10.85 per hour. And for 16 to 17-year-olds apprentices, this will be increased by 6% to £8 per hour. So the proposed increase what it will mean that the cost of hiring an employee above 21 years for a full-time employee, let's say a 40-week employee, would be over 30,000. Minimum would be 30,000 cost for employers.
Okay.
And then also, in order to tackle youth employment, the government has announced that it will guarantee a 6-month paid work placement for every eligible 18 to 21-year-old who has been on universal credit and looking for work for 18 months. This will cover 100% of employment costs for 25 hours a week at the relevant minimum wage and additional wraparound support. So we are still awaiting further details of how this scheme is going to work, but the announcement has been made that we should expect something to be put in place for young people, youth, and unemployment.
Okay.
Then the Chancellor also touched on IT, inheritance tax. So there will be no rate changes for the inheritance tax, and thresholds and everything remains frozen until April 2031.
Okay.
Inheritance tax, there will be no changes. The only change that we had before, which was in the last budget, was related to the farmers and the farmers.
Yeah, and even that, there's a U-turn there.
Yes, and that there's been a U-turn there. So the inheritance tax remains the same. In addition, legislation will be introduced in the Finance Bill 25-26 to increase the £1 million allowance for the 100% rate of APR and BPR in line with the CPI from the 6th of April 2031. So this is the agricultural property rate relief.
Okay.
And the business property rate relief. There will be a £1 million allowance will be increased. And then also there was some announcements in regards to VAT threshold. So VAT threshold, there are no changes to the VAT thresholds and limits. This will be kept where they are at the moment. The VAT registration threshold is £90,000. As soon as your turnover hits that amount, you are required, and you make taxable supplies, then you are required to register for VAT compulsorily. And those thresholds have been kept by the Chancellor, they have not been increased.
Okay.
Then let's look at the individuals, the tax impact on individuals. So the Chancellor previously announced that there's been a freeze on personal tax thresholds. So the personal allowance rate, £12,570, will now be frozen until the 2030-31 tax year.
Okay.
So the current level will be frozen. The basic rate tax level also at 50,270 will remain until 2030-31.
Okay.
Yes, so this was expected to remain in place from the last budget up to April 2028. This is now being extended to 2030 and 31, giving employers more width, or employees more width to plan and over a longer period. The only change or the major change to individual tax rates was in the dividend tax rates.
Okay.
So the ordinary rate, which is the basic dividend tax rate, is increasing from 8.75% to 10.75%. So we see a 2% increase. So if you earn dividends below 50,270 pounds.
Yeah.
Previously, you paid tax at 8.75% on that dividend. You are going to be taxed at 10.75%.
Okay.
And then above in the higher rate tax bracket, dividend tax was paid at 33.75%. This is also increasing by 2% to 35.75%.
Okay.
But the additional rate will remain the same at 39.35%. So you will pay tax at the additional rate. Those earnings above 125,000. That is going to remain the same.
The same. Okay.
Change. Another change or increase is also tax on property and savings income. Tax on property and savings income. Any tax on properties at the moment currently basic rate 20%. That is going up to 22%. Those who pay tax at 40% on property income, that is also increasing at 42%. And then 45% rate taxpayers are going to pay 47%. That's the additional rate on property income, property and savings income.
Wow.
So in terms of additions to our taxes, that is where we see that the increase is falling. And then also the Chancellor announced that national insurance on pension salary sacrifice schemes. So previously, if any pension contributions that you made from your salary was not taxed, and national insurance was not charged on it. From April 2029, any contributions you make from to your pension
from your salary,
would be capped at any exempt amount. National insurance will be capped at £2,000 per year. So any amount over £2,000 will attract, that you put into your pension pot from your salary, will attract some national insurance.
And on that, are they going to, if it's attracting that tax, are they going to deduct the tax before you put it in, or when you go on pension and you want to take your money out, that is when the calculation is going to be done?
No, it's at the point that you pay.
You're paying it.
Pension, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So previously it's deducted before tax and national insurance is calculated on your salary, but it will now be included up to anything about 2,000. It will be included. Will be national insurance assessed. The same for the employer's side as well. Any £2,000, the employer's contributions will also be national insurance assessed.
Okay.
And then we can also touch, there was also something mentioned on the taxation of company cars. So the appropriate percentage, as previously announced, the government set company car tax rates for benefits in kind for tax years 2028 and 2029.
2029, yeah.
2029/2030. We're still waiting for further details to be published. But the appropriate percentages for zero emission and electric vehicles will be increased by 2% per year in 2028 and 2029. And then we expect this to rise to 9% in tax year 2029-30. For cars with emissions of so the first one would be the electric cars.
Yeah.
They have zero emissions.
Yeah.
And then we have some of the hybrid cars and the very low emission cars with 1 to 50 grams of CO2 per kilometer. We should see their benefits in kind tax percentage rise to 18%.
At the moment, what is the tax placed on it?
At the moment, I think it's about 10%. It's all rising. Interestingly, also we have electric car drivers is subject to a pay per mile charge on battery, electric, and plug-in hybrid cars from April 2028. And the mileage-based charge has been confirmed to be 3p per mile for battery electric cars and 1.5p per mile for hybrid vehicles for the tax year 2028-29. So this is expected to put some money in the coffers of the government to be able to provide more electric charging points.
Okay.
So that's pretty much a quick summary run through of what was in the budget, the last autumn budget.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, Mr. Dan Tabiri. I was quiet so that he could bring all the necessary highlights that we needed to. You need to know, and I need to know as well. But interestingly, we're going to go to one particular point. I know that our time is up, it's gone one, but I wanted to touch on this one before we go. Now, people, those of you who are listening to us might have listened to everything that is said, and at times people, when you talk about figures, it just goes whoo, and like the more they listen to it, the more they get confused. But I want you to talk about GIL accountancy services and the services that you offer, so that those who have listened to us will know what to do and how to get in touch with you. So let's talk about GIL accountancy. What is GIL accountancy services, sir?
Right, so GIL accounting services provide general accounting services to individuals, businesses, and charities. And we provide accounting support, provide taxation support, we provide business advisory support. The service, there's a lot of variety in the service and capabilities that GIL can provide to you. And like we always say, it's important to prevent a problem than to wait for the problem to arise before you find a solution. What we tend to do is to work with our clients to see where they are and what their personal objectives are, whether they are running businesses or individuals, to see how best they can retain some of the wealth that they create. Not unduly pay all of it to the tax man. So we assist you to be able to navigate the complex world of business from all growth stages of your business. Ensure that you thrive, and most importantly, you are able to achieve what your personal and business goals are.
Okay.
So that's where GIL comes in to support you, business advisory service, and our aim is to support you to realize your own financial and business goals.
Okay. Now, interestingly, if somebody wants to start a business now, they have got the idea, blah, 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 can they contact you for advice there as well?
Oh, certainly. That will be one of the key areas that we can provide support and added value. And you can always reach out to me through Starr Radio or on my phone 07961248834 07961248834, or you can reach out to me via email at dan@gilaccountants.com.
Okay, interesting one there. Now, you don't need to travel all the way to Kent where our money man is. It's a very nice place, a nice office that is got there, but you don't need to travel all the way there. You get in touch with him on the various contact details that is put, and then if need be, if he needs to get to you or you need to go see him personally, that is also offered there. He can do that for you. Okay, sir. Let's say thank you very much. But we're going to next time we are on, we want to talk about GIL accountancy services. We want people to be aware, because most of the time we have people who I talk to and and I have that, and we know that especially the 31st of January is coming, and people are thinking, oh, that tax thing, and what do I do? But we've got a solution for you. And again, so on the self-assessment, if somebody has not filed it, what should they do now? How do they contact you on that one as well? Can they?
Yeah, so maybe next week we can do a session on self-assessment, go a bit more deeper into that. We do self-assessment as well, so yes, they can definitely contact me. Self-assessment deadline coming up the 1st of January. You need to get yourself moving, get your staff ready, get your tax return prepared, otherwise you would face £100 flat rate penalty. Starts to increase and can go as high as £1,200. So yes, people need to start getting themselves into gear, and if you need any assistance, by all means reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to assist you.
Mr. Tabiri, let me say a massive thank you for this wonderful time with you today.
You're most welcome. It's been a pleasure.
All right. Yes, we'll catch up with you later. All right then. Have a blessed day. Bye. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Mr. Dan Tabiri, CEO of GIL Accountancy Services, our money man. We call him our money man because when you listen to his program or you get in touch with him, he makes sure that whatever it is, you have got some money in your pockets wherever you might be. And this afternoon, that's exactly what we've done. But as we've said, this month, the 31st of January, self-assessment, you have to file it. You don't want to wait till the last minute to do it. So next week, God willing, if we are live and we come on, it's going to be talking to you about it. You have any problem, any issue with it, you don't want to fall foul to the tax master, boy, you don't want to do that at all. So please make sure you continue to listen. And if you have any questions, like you put his details across, GIL accountant, Dan at GILaccountant.com, accountant with an S. .com, and he will reply to you, or call him on 079-612-48834, 079-612-48834, and he will be of great help to you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say thank you very, very much for this wonderful time with you once again. It's been a pleasure coming your way, keeping me company, and I'm being there for you as well. But hey, we have to take a break. We have to go now. But God willing, Monday we'll be back. And hopefully Sunday we'll have our live church broadcast. We've been off for some time now, but we're going to revamp it. If you are listening to us, you have a church broadcast, you want a platform to bring it on, feel free, get in touch with us. You know, individuals have their own social media platforms and that, but we talk about the platform which have got worldwide listenership and viewership. Get in touch with Starr Radio. Okay, we'll do that for you. On that note, I say thank you very much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure coming your way. I've been your own, the one and only Archie, and let me say good morning to good afternoon to Kojo D, Mr. Julius Dake there. Massive good morning to you. We take the commercial break. Once it ends, you don't hear from me, then it's been me Archie saying have a top of the day and stay blessed. Enjoy your weekend. Keep warm if you are in this part of the world, and if you are outside there, I mean chill, right? Good. All right then. Until then, I'm out like that. Bye.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay. Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. For your boy, oh boy. You stressed out.
Tired? Go ahead. You're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. 941 JN Mobile Spa or 00233-2006-06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.